we were told that the EPA had done their surveys, and based on their surveys that they have done, the criteria has changed. They've gone back over the last 4 years surveys that they have done on all these beaches, and Lahinch, for some reason, the water was supposed to be, it was excellent. But for this reason, they've changed it. Excellent is not good enough anymore. It has to be, it has to be, good is not good enough anymore. It has to be excellent. And unfortunately, Lahinch hasn't come up to that standard, but Lahinch is good, which means that the bathing can continue for 2016. Just because it's not excellent, the bathing season can go ahead from what we were told
for
there today.
Yeah.
And they have retained the 8 blue flags in Ballycuggeran, Cappagh Pier, Fanore, Kilkee, Mountshannon, Spanish Point, White Strand, and Miltown Malbay.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Lahinch is not included. So I am very disappointed, and I suppose when this word gets out to the general public and our visitors that are coming to Lahinch, assuming that they will be able to have a good holiday and a safe holiday, that is still guaranteed from what we are told today by the EPA, that Lahinch will be able to, people will be able to swim in Lahinch. Yeah. But the water, the quality of the water is not up to the full standard. But is
it fair to say that the goalposts have been moved, Bill?
Well, the goalposts have, maybe they have been moved, and maybe there's a lot of questions here that Uisce should be answering, and not just local county councillors and ourselves, because as you know, last year the EPA fined Uisce. As you know, our water treatment system here in Lahinch is non-functional. Mm-hmm. The same in Ennistimon. And the EPA fined Uisce last year, I don't know, was it €20,000 for discharging sewage into the Ina River here, which ends up on our beach in Lahinch. And the same for Ennistimon, it's coming out the Ina River, and for some reason it lands on the beach in Lahinch. Now, for years they have been blaming the farmers and the agricultural people for this causing this pollution. While that may be a very small component of what's causing this this pollution in our waters, it's Uisce and the lack of our sewage treatment plants in this area that, in my opinion, that's causing this problem.
Yeah. And you mentioned there that the EPA said that the water quality is good, but as you put it, good isn't good enough. They require excellent standards. Have you been told that there's actually been a reduction in quality at Lahinch over the last year, or is it simply that they require a higher standard?
Yeah, well, no, I haven't been told. I've been told that from the new criteria, it requires a higher standard, and it's not excellent, but it's good, and it's very good, which means that people can come and bathe in it. I know this word is going to go around, and people are going to say, "Well, we can't go to Lahinch," because that's not true. From the report that I've only got little bullets of what was coming out, that it will be safe for bathing in Lahinch for 2016. But again, you know, it's the lack of, I suppose, our own government and successive governments. It's investments that haven't been done with Uisce to treat to provide these treatment plants. And I still think that it's the effluent that's been the runoff from these treatment plants that's going into our rivers and lakes, and that's running onto the tide that's causing this problem. And it's not good enough. So until our government wakes up, and they're putting money in capital projects there which are not necessary. This is vital for tourism all over our country, not at all in County, not only in County Clare, but all over our country. And for some reason, politicians don't seem to be waking up to the fact that this is a very necessary for this capital projects to go ahead with Irish Water and Uisce. Sorry.
And do you think it's a genuine concern that people could be turned off by it, or would you imagine that tourists or even local people, would you imagine that they would read into this all that much?
Well, I don't think so, but I'd say as long as the monitoring is done, and if the water gets bad or goes below that good quality that it's supposed to be up to, I think that signs will have to be put up and people will be warned that bathing is dangerous. That bathing is not safe due to environmental issues on our beach. But except that happens, people are welcome to come to Lahinch, and I just like to allay their fears that they will be able to swim in Lahinch from what I'm being told anyway. And except things deteriorate or get worse, they're saying rainfall and all this, but I personally think, and a lot of people know, that this is caused from raw sewage going onto our beaches. The same in Spanish Point, the same in Miltown Malbay last year. Effluent was discharged from the treatment plants out onto the beaches, out onto the sea. and this is causing the pollution. So all I can say, I'm very disappointed with successive governments, my own party included, Fine Gael, that they haven't put money into to remedy this problem. But Lahinch is safe. At the moment, we are told it's safe. It's good for bathing, and that's the way it stands today. Except things change, Seán, I don't know, but if they do, I suppose it will be closely monitored.